Today I'm really excited to be down in Miami at the Dolphins training facility and sitting in the film room with Dolphins linebacker coach Mark Duffner. Today we're going to look at a brief cut-up of some of the Miami Dolphins linebacker basics.
So we're going to start off with a 3-deep zone drop drill. And Coach, I'll let you take it away and give them some of the things you're looking for.
Well, I will. It's a real privilege to be able to talk to USA football. First thing we're trying to do is get our linebackers to be square in their drops. We're working on just a cover 3 zone drop, where they're going to work, first and foremost, clear the 3-step with the quarterback. And you can see this is 3 steps, so they want to flatten their drops here on this particular play. But as they get lined up, know where their landmark is, for us 1 yard outside the hash. Clear the 3-step, pop with their feet, get lined up, square, see the shoulder tip of the quarterback, and then melt with the quarterback's shoulder tip, as you can see, and then finish the ball scoring, high and tight with the ball. Get to their landmarks, slide on the quarterback's shoulder tip, you can see it, catch the football and get high and tight with the ball.
That's great stuff. So when you say melt, you mean when that quarterback looks and turns his shoulder, you want your guys to start moving that direction,
we want to
prepare their break.
That's correct. We want them to stay on that line. Here we're working on strike and shed on the sled, and what we're really working on is not crossing over with our feet, getting a good punch to lock out with their hands right now and get their thumbs up. Get the thumbs in the armpits of the blocker and strike with the thumbs up to the sky, as you can see here. So good footwork, don't cross over. Punch to lock out with their hands. Keep their eyes up. Keep their eyes up.
And something you said, Coach, is about their footwork. Really, defeating blocks is a lot about footwork. You have that base to be able to have power and defeat a 300-pound offensive
Absolutely
lineman.
having a good base. Here we're progressing now to hitting a moving target. We want the blockers with the bags tight to their chest, but you can see as they're striking right now, maintaining a good base with their body, striking with good pad level, put their hairline in the throat of the blocker so they're padding their pad, get their eyes up, and get their thumbs again into the block so they can punch to lock out and throw.
And a great point here is you're doing a lot of teaching versus the bag. So not a lot of contact, just solid fundamentals and technique.
It all starts with footwork, hands and hips right here. We're trying to, again, get a good strike with the hands, bring the hips. You can see it is all teach mode, and so they can really get a feel for the strike and shed here. All right, so here we got them falling back on the block. And then here we're working on striking on the shed and then finishing with striking on the sled and then finishing with a good tack on. Here what they want to do, they really want to rip their arms up through the bag, grab cloth, and maintain a good base. When we tackle, we want to have our eyes up. We have our eyes up, hit that bag, rip it right now, grab cloth, and maintain a good wide base on contact. So this is all fundamentals developing the hands, the eyes, hands, and the feet. That's what we're really working on here. So you'll see them strike the sled, shed, and then drive through the bag, simulating a tackle.
And these guys are really exaggerating that rip. They're getting their hands high, really showing, grabbing cloth, just working a bag, working technique, but over-exaggerating the technique so they perfect it.
Really want to get their hands high like you're talking about in terms of the rip up through the guy, get their eyes up, have a good base so they can feel the good tackle. But eyes up, hands up, grab cloth.
Super important point for the young guys is about feeling it. You can't always explain to a 10-year-old. He needs to feel it. So now you're moving to your open field tackle after your bag tackle here.
Yep, we're progressing to this one now. And again, come to balance. Come to balance as you're going to make this tackle right now so you can get your body under control, still shooting the hands with a good rip up through the body, hands high, widen the feet on contact, try to keep the player up. We don't need to have anybody down. That was a dramatic move by one of our players. But again, see how he shimmies now. He's shimmying down and coming to balance. Watch him shimmy down or come to balance. And again, work on having my eyes up and ripping with the arms up through the body.
Now, when your defensive player is closing on the angle, do you give him an aim point on the ball carrier, whether it's back hip, inside number, something like that?
We generally approach near foot, near hip. So we're on the back side of the body here. Now, some people will coach cross the bow in terms of the fit. We like to go near foot, near hip. Eyes before your feet, near foot, near hip. Again, come to balance. Same mechanics in terms of ripping with the arms or high with the hands and widen your feet on contact.
And accelerate through. Well,
Absolutely.
Coach, we really appreciate your time. Obviously, it's great for our youth coaches to hear teaching from some of the best. Miami linebacker coach Mark Duffner. Thanks again.
Thank you so much. Pleasure to be with you.